My lineage is Scandinavian. And it's very interesting the way that it kind of played out. I took an Ancestry.com test and I researched and studied it a little bit, called them up even a few times. And mostly Scandinavian, 68%. And then the next one was 26% British. And the Scandinavians, Denmark, Finland, Swedes, what Hitler, World War II, the Ubermensch, the Nordic people, tall, broad, they build muscle easily, they have a head shape like mine. I don't know if that helps at all. And these guys conquered Britain, at least parts of it. And then they branched out right down south. They conquered what's modern day Germany, northern Germany, up into the Baltic states, Lithuania, Poland, northern Poland. It's called Prussia. They militarized them way back in the day, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, before there was any talk of Prussia. They were conquered by these people. Well, my people, I guess, the Scandinavians, my ethnicity. My family tree goes back to Prussia, goes back to France, the Normandy, also the third one, my dad's side, Normandy is called Normandy, men from the north. My people went down there and conquered that place too. Man, when I got up, I thought my cigarette wasn't lit. I'm high as shit. But it's for my medicine. It's legal where I live. So Prussia turned into what is modern day Germany. They united the German Confederacy. They fought for the French, the first of many humiliating defeats. It was in 1861. Now I'm really high and I'm trying to pull from my head. 1871, this is 1871, the Franco-Prussian War. Look that up, Franco-Prussian War. I believe the casualties were 7,000 Prussian dead and like 70+ thousand French dead. They got their asses beat. And the Prussians convinced the other Germanic states, east of France, south of Prussia. Prussia encompassed northern Germany and what is now northern Poland, parts of northern Poland. They were very militaristic. They had military society, autocratic. The German Empire, that's actually the First Reich. And then the Second Reich would have been the Weimar Republic, which was after they were defeated in World War I. And that lasted until Hitler came up and he assumed total power in 1934. But they still had all that Prussian stuff going. That's why you had like the Iron Cross and stuff like that. You had knights up there. So, Prussia, Germany. So I'm Nordic, Prussian. There's fucking English in me, but you know what? The Germans thought highly of the English, so there's some kind of weird connection there. French and Normandy, but French. So whatever that is. I also have high cheekbones. I don't know exactly, and I'm also chinked out, which also is another feature of Nords. Their eyes are chinked out. Now I'm high, but my eyes are always like this. Because of the snow, which is very, very bright if you've ever been in it, in the sun and stuff, you have to wear sunglasses, They didn't have sunglasses like 500, 800 years ago, 2,000 years ago. So they developed squinty eyes. This is evolution, thousands of years. So that's the Nordic features. I can see why the Germans held them in high esteem. I think that Germany should have won World War I. Had Germany won World War I, we would not have become entangled. We sent 2 million troops over there to fight. At the end, that's what turned the tide against Germany. If Germany would have won this political correct social justice warrior mind numbing absurdity of this failed liberal democratic system that we have in the West would be set back decades, because a German victory, or at least a truce would be better, that would have led to an authoritative presence in Central Europe, West Central Europe, and the Kaiser would have stayed in power as emperor, instead of, chancellors and elected shit. Merkel, it's a shout out. Don't like what you do. You let in all those refugees. I don't know what you were thinking. So, I'm in the Uncle town. It's only Tuesday night, so we're good. Fuck, it's Monday. Shit, I haven't slept. Can't sleep. So, had the Germans won, France, Germany would have probably gone to war again. But the Treaty of Versailles, that and the Great Depression is what really sparked Hitler's rise and the Nazi Party's rise. The Bund, over here in the United States, there were 40,000 Nazis here in the United States that aligned with the party before it was outlawed during the war. I think it was called the Bund. I wonder if I have any freaking ancestors, because my ancestors, they only spoke German. But during the war, they had to stop. That was in Chapel Hill. You had to stop speaking German. People didn't want you, because it's all, you're fighting them, total war. You got 400,000 dead, For us, the total war, civilian, military, 50 to 60 million dead. But maybe we needed that, because wherever we be, with all those extra people. The Holocaust was fucked up. No, that was bad shit. That ruined Germany. That's another thing that led to the liberalization. That's why they let in those migrants. If it wasn't for the Holocaust and that really evil shit that they did, they wouldn't have let in those migrants. They would have, hopefully what Hungary did. Hungary put the military on the border, and the president gave a rallying speech saying that they're a Christian country and they want to remain a Christian country. So, like I said, right now, Europe, going all the way up to Poland, it has a liberalized democratic system. That's why you see the rise of right nationalist groups been rising up there, both being voted in and the ones who have not yet been voted in. It looks like they're gonna get it. They're gonna get in. So, like in Italy, for instance, and Czechoslovakia, near Germany connection. I don't know. Half of Europe is failed liberal democracy, where and it's leached over here, and we're leaching back to them, the 32 genders and all that SJW shit. So, Garbage Man, you tell me what you think about this. Talking to you, man. So, had the Germans won World War I, we wouldn't have the society we have today in the, quote, West, end quote. Very important to put those quotes up. By the way, the West is the best. We've always won. All the way back to Greece and the Persians. And even before that, the Phoenicians settled Rome and Carthage. I know that came after. Hopefully something's going to go down. I'm going to get tired, because there's all these stabbings, these gang rapes. It's evil. The stuff that's happening in Germany right now, and there's a lot of protests, like neo-Nazi stuff, which we're not into. We live in the ghetto. We're cool black people. We don't have a problem. Missy, come. And the reason I don't have a problem, one of them is my pit. I don't know if you can see her. But we got to keep shit on lock. Germany, 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 why did you kill yourself? You are such a strong military republic, they named figurine paints after you. Stay. Come. Why would you do that to yourself? Tell me, why would you do that? It's not your fault. 2 world wars on that continent destroyed the entire psychology of Europe.